reason. But on the outside you can see the operculum here is the hard structure that sits over the gills, the eye. You have the fins that you need to know. So what's the fins?
Dorsal.
Okay, we got dorsal fins, caudal fins, got an anal fins, and then you can see that these are the anal fin here, and then the pectoral fin, which is on the other side here. The other one's been cut. And then what's this?
Lateral line.
You got a lateral line going down. Inside, the muscles are actually these segmented muscles called myomeres. So the muscles, you point to that, those are myomeres.
Which one?
The muscles, all this material up here is all muscle. There's a shiny structure that sits kind of right here. This is kind of the biggest structure you're going to see when you cut it open. That's the swim bladder. Okay, and it's actually usually cut. It's got fluid in it often, not always, but it's kind of puffy. This piece that has fallen off is actually the liver. The liver is usually attached right behind the operculum. It's the one structure that doesn't have real defined edges like a lot of the other ones do. Like these are kind of smooth and round. This one's usually a little more jagged, but it's the liver. Often it falls apart, which is what happened here. Coming out, you got all this windy stuff, which is, you got to be careful because there's different stuff in here. What you really want to do is kind of locate where they're coming from. Let me see if I can do this, because what you're going to get is actually kind of three things coming up here, or maybe three things coming up here. You can see that this one right here coming up, see how it's attached to the front with this cord? So it starts and originates in the back and comes forward. That's a gonad. Okay, so that's the gonad, the ovaries and testes. This is testes. But just gonad's fine. In between, there's two of them on this one. There's a one in the back here too. You can see the one in the back. So there's two of them that come up front. In the middle there is another tube that's just intestine that wraps around. What you got to do is kind of chase that around. When you come up toward the front, where kind of right near the liver, there are these finger-like projections. These are pyloric caecae, just like you saw in the sea star. Okay, so all of those are typically attached to a dead-end area called the stomach, which is in here somewhere. Still kind of this pile of stuff in here. And you can see it's right there. The stomach's kind of this little dead-end pocket. So there's the stomach. Okay, on your drawing, the one that's picture, it's really large because it's full. This one's not that big.
It looks like a swim bladder.
Yeah, it almost looks like the swim bladder in that picture, but that one's just because it's full. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything. Oh, the gills. What you can do is, this one hasn't been really cut. Where's that other one? See if that one's exposed yet. Oh. Okay, so the gills are obviously under the operculum. I'll just do a quick. You can pull those open. You can see that feathery stuff right there. Those are the gills.
Yummy.
And I think I'm going to hold them responsible.
Awesome. Okay.